Rafferty Thorne was a man who lived his life like a race. He was a top-tier software architect in Seattle, known for sleeping 4 hours a night and drinking cold coffee to save time. He had 5 monitors, a desk that vibrated to keep him awake, and a brain that felt like a browser with 100 tabs open. But then, Rafferty hit a wall. He couldn't solve a single line of code. His billion-dollar project was failing, and his mind felt like wet cardboard. Desperate, he took a month off and drove until the skyscrapers turned into trees. He ended up in a tiny, forgotten village called Elderglen Reach. It wasn't a tourist village. It was a place where the clocks didn't tick and the air smelled like damp earth and pine. He stayed in a cabin owned by a woman named Sloane Vane. Sloane was a local legend. She was the wealthiest person in the county, yet Rafferty never saw her working. Every time he passed her garden, she was either lying in a hammock, watching a hawk circle the valley, or simply whittling a piece of wood. One afternoon, Rafferty snapped. He was pacing her driveway, frantically checking a phone that had no signal. "How do you do it, Sloane?" he yelled. "I've seen you for 3 days. You haven't checked an email, you haven't made a call, you're just sitting there. Don't you feel the world passing you by?" Sloane didn't look up from her whittling. "Rafferty, have you ever watched a bow and arrow?" He paused. "What?" "If you keep the string of a bow pulled back tight all the time," Sloane said, her voice like smooth gravel, "eventually, the string snaps, or the wood warps, and when you finally want to shoot, the arrow just drops at your feet." She stood up and pointed toward a massive, ancient oak tree at the edge of the clearing. "That tree doesn't try to grow. It doesn't stress about the leaves. It just stands there. And yet, it outlives us all." Rafferty laughed. "I'm not a tree, Sloane. I'm a businessman." "Then be a smart one," she replied. "The best ideas don't live in a crowded room. They live in the empty spaces. You fill your head so full of doing that there's no room for knowing." She made him a deal. For the next 3 days, Rafferty wasn't allowed to touch a pen, a phone, or even a book. He had to go to the creek at the back of Elderglen Reach and just watch the water. The first day, Rafferty nearly went insane. He felt itchy. He felt guilty. He felt like a loser. The second day, he started to hear the birds. He noticed how the water curved around the rocks. The third day, something clicked. As he sat by the water, staring at nothing, a vision appeared in his mind. It wasn't a line of code. It was a completely different way to structure the entire software. A way so simple, so elegant, it would change the industry. He hadn't worked for it. It had simply floated into the empty space he had finally created. Rafferty returned to Seattle a different man. He fired his assistants who bragged about hustling. He turned his office into a quiet zone. He started taking 2-hour walks in the middle of the day.
I really
His
don't think
colleagues thought he had lost his mind until his project launched and became the most successful software in the company's history. When people asked Rafferty how he solved the impossible problem, he would just think of the quiet hills of Elderglen Reach. "I didn't solve it," he'd say with a smile. "I just stopped getting in the way and let the solution find me."